Start counting. Every 1 to 3 minutes, a man takes his own life in this world. This month is National Men's. This month is National Men's Suicide Awareness Month. And you're probably wondering why I'm doing it on the last day. And that's because I think that this is not getting enough credit, and I think it's more than just a stupid month. Let's get into some more stats, shall we? Men die than more than twice the worldwide rate than women do. If we're gonna go overall, it might be 746,000 yearly that men die worldwide. And again, a lot of people go off of like later dates. Like for example, solid numbers would probably be from like 2019, 2021, right? But by some U.S. statistics, at least referencing lately, a man might die worldwide every 43 seconds in the world right now, which is insane to me. This is an epidemic. This is a problem. And the fact that we don't talk about it is sickening to me. And there's a reason why I'm talking about this video right now, actually. So I was on TikTok and I saw this video of this person doing this whole Pride thing. And because apparently it's Pride Month as well, they were laughing at men's mental health. They were literally making a video laughing about it. And I saw multiple videos of women doing this. And not even just women, people despising and hating the fact that it's men's sorry, I can't even keep my words together. Men's Mental Health Month. You know, I'm going to keep it buck. I've actually restarted this video about maybe 15 times at this point, just because I want to get perfect. But I'm going to just straight talk to you, okay? I think this is sick. I think it's stupid, okay? That no one's even taking care of each other now. It is a single month to at least give some human decency to each other. But people are still getting hated on, okay? There's still some men dying and everyone's celebrating it? How dare you? Another human being, and you sit there and you spit in their face as if human value has a certain percentage of value. No, fuck that. I sat for about 30 minutes looking all over the internet, okay? Maybe you guys can send me something. That'd be great. But you know what I could not find? I could not see one major sponsorship for men's mental health awareness, nor any parade or anything speaking about, hey, maybe you should care about these people. No one. Not a single one. And you know what my opinion about that is? It's because it's not profitable. And frankly, I also think that people are not empathetic as they speak about being. So often in this generation, we speak about empathy, but I find more often than not, it's about being empathetic when it fits your agenda best. And I think it's bullshit. I think the best medicine to me is caring about people indiscriminately. And I think that's a lot harder than people make it out to be. It's like, oh yeah, we'll care about each other. But you know what? When it comes down to the line, when you're sitting next to someone that's actually debating, taking their own life, or just in general when someone actually needs help, it's a lot harder than you might fucking think. It's not just, oh, well, guess what? We're going to get through it. No, you have to sink down to their level. You have to sink down there and sit there in the muck and be there with them, because that's what they need. And it is a fight. But you know what? I think sometimes you gotta treat it like that. And so many people don't do that. I am always a person who always thinks about the best reality. And you know what the best reality is to me? I would much rather know that I went through some shitty ass days dealing with a friend that went through a lot of shit, but knowing that they're still with me, than sit around, feel okay, but know that there's some people that I could have known, that I could have met, and we'll never see them. Ever. We'll never see them again. They're gone. It is currently 3 minutes and 50 seconds, and by this point, we've probably had about maybe one to two men die. Two people that we probably could have cared about, that we could have known, and they're not here. Men are many things. Men, I find, to do some of the hardest jobs ever, some of the most disgusting jobs. They're fighters, but they're also supporters. They are fathers, they're veterans. They are the men that hold the line. And even if you don't fit that bill, guess what? You're still a human being, and you need to be treated as such. I've found men on both sides of hell where I've found some that are more emotionally seeking, and people stuff that down and say, no, guess what? Man up, and they go through hell. And I've seen the other side where they are the most masculine version of themselves that you can ever find, and they have to act stoic, because if they're not, then guess what? They're not themselves, and they're being a disgrace. And I think the worst part about it is more the fact that people don't even want to deal with it, because it's this little ugly thing in the shadow. Well, guess what? My friends have all dealt with things related to having men in their life commit suicide. Um, People close to me have dealt with it. I have dealt with knowing family members that have to deal with that shit. And the thing that's sick about it is still in the back of my mind, I know there's some motherfuckers that probably could give less of a shit. I'm going to speak very controversially here. Just like how a lot of women's suffrage was a thing back in the past. I find that being a man nowadays is harder than probably a lot of time periods that we can think about. Not because you're going to be constantly going to war, which I do think there are tons of wars going around the world right now. If you are in the West, you have no idea how lucky we have it. You have no idea. Almost every country that I can think about, somewhere neighboring it or close to it, has been affected by some kind of hardship, whether it be war or something something worse. And men are just expected to, guess what, man up. But in the West specifically, if you have to deal with certain things, you were just shoved in a corner and told to shut up. Because the world doesn't want to look at it. The world doesn't want to deal with it. It's not easy. It's not pleasurable. It's not nice. And in the same way that we had micro issues in the early 2000s with women's suffrage that I think we had to deal with, I think more than anything now, that's where the men need to get their help. You are not just a statistic. You never will be. If someone tells you otherwise, they can go fuck themselves. The chances of you being born as a person you are is slim to none. And yet here you are on God's green earth, a world that we shouldn't even belong on. Look at the statistics of how lucky we are to have a world that we do. Okay, to even have the fact that we can breathe in air and not just be burned to ash or freeze to death immediately. It's the statistic is baffling. And yet here you are, able to speak to me, or at least hear me, and I'm able to, through this screen of electrical microconductors, speak to you. And I think there's something beautiful about that. I don't know you. You don't know me. But at this point, I don't know what you're going through. You might just be some random person watching this, and if you're, hello. This is a very important topic. I hope that you support. I believe a big epidemic and putting a stop to it because it's not just a month. If you are a man, seek each other, be brothers to each other, because that's what we need to do. Whether you're of blood or not, I have friends every day that I see as a brother, and I take care of them, and they take care of me, because that's what it means to be strong. That's what it means to be a man. And if you're dealing with something right now, I have felt depression. I know many other people have dealt with things. And I know people that have sadly gone over the line. And what I say unto you is that this world, there is so much beauty to it. And I don't know what you're going through, but everything is surpassable. I find that finding people that care about you often is a fight in of itself. And I know this probably is not the best thing to always say to someone, but I want to say this to you. If you're going through things, fight for your happiness. Fight for someone to care about you, because people do. And the world itself is very suffocating, especially in this generation now. It is more hard to even get out of your home and find a friend if you're completely fine than any other time before, just because of social media. People are not getting out as much. And it can be very suffocating. I'd like to go back to the definition of depression versus expression. Get out of that. Don't let yourself be pushed in, isolated. Express yourself. Find people. If someone's a jackass, fuck them. That's not going to define you. And again, I might not know you. This might just be a screen. But brother, if you need someone, I'm here. I know that if there's no one else in the world, we might not agree on anything, but I tell you what, I care about you. I love you. And if you need someone, I mean, hell, there's comms right here, dude. Connect to me. I'm here. Okay. But even if that's not enough, I guarantee you, I promise you, God cares about you. You might not believe him, that's fine. But coming from my perspective, I guarantee you, God does love you. No matter what the world may say to you. Again, this is a fight. This is not just some stupid month thing where, guess what, we're going to talk about it for a little bit and leave it, put it back under the rug. Fuck that. That's not this bullshit. This is some bullshit where some company is going to be able to put something on and then take it off. And guess what? I have not seen a major company do anything about that. I spoke about it earlier, but I haven't. It's almost 10 minutes now. Almost 10 men. We'll probably not know. Maybe 5, but still, not much better. A grandpa, a son, an uncle, a father. But this is a reality that we all have to deal with. And I made it at the end of the month just because I want to make sure that we all know how important this is, and how just even speaking out to someone, or even walking up to a guy you know and saying, you love them, or doing something kind for them, and knowing that you want to be there for them. I I guarantee you most people will care. We have to fight for each other over and over and over, because in this world that you come from, you're human. You're not what someone else tells you you are. You are human, and you are made in the image of God. And to that, you are infallible to anything. If anybody tries to push you down or shove some agenda down your throat about how you're, terrible, or you deserve to give them something, or you deserve worse for yourself, they can go to hell, because they don't know a damn thing they're speaking about. And guess what? Maybe you're not a perfect person. Maybe you've got some things to work on, but that's normal. Everyone does. And if someone doesn't, then guess what? That'd probably be a bad thing, because then where's the room for improvement, right? My point is, we need to start loving each other. And I mean that not just like, we all gotta be happy, go lucky. Even like, love is a very hard thing. And I think I'd like to end it on this. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. I believe we have lost the focus and the beauty of life. And I want this video to be a reminder to you, and hopefully to everyone that can see this, that there's more to life than we even imagine. And we have put such a disgraceful name on the value of what life really is, of what a human being is. And the idea of how much you matter is tenfold. I want you to find the best life ever. As I usually say at the end of these videos, but I mean it. I want you to find a future so bright, it's too much for your eyes. Because that's what I believe there is for you. And the world is cruel. The world is not fair. And that's why you got to find a way to fight through it tenfold in order to find that. Because I reject a reality in which these suffrages go on and we have no say about it. To hell with that. And so that's why we're here. You were valuable. You were loved. And because you were here, I'm here. And I hope to hear more from you, and I hope to, whatever times that you're going through, I hope to know that you're doing well. So, if you need a reminder, here it is. As silly as it sounds, if anybody needs to rewatch this, then obviously it's here. And if there's always someone to reach out to, a guy Discord, or there's also many other ways that you can reach out to people. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I love you. God bless you. And hopefully, I'll see you in the next one.